Back at the book segment tonight, let's get right to Lou Dobbs, who's a big-time anchor, so he says, on the Fox Business Network.
Absolutely.
All right, your reaction to me and Jorge.
Well, a spirited conversation, I might say, and as usual, Jorge is a man, I've known him for over a decade. He's not only an activist, as you say and point out correctly, but he is also a propagandist. He's serving interests beyond the apparent. And you mentioned the fact that he's an American citizen. He became an American citizen in 2008. He is, in fact, also a citizen of Mexico. He comes to the issue with, let's say, a divided perspective. So I think that context has to be
But I didn't see the propaganda, because I think he believes everything he says. He selects statistics to back up what he says, and he doesn't look at other statistics to balance it out.
Well, let's take a look at the balance. In Mexico, if you leave the country or deported, and you return, you're subject to a 10-year, not 5-year.
And even if you're not a criminal, just for jumping,
just for coming back, jumping the line twice.
But we're a better country than Mexico. Our justice system.
But you know, that's sort of a condescending view, though.
No, it's not. Our justice system is much more fair than theirs.
It's not. That's not the issue here. We're treating Mexico like a junior league partner rather than an equal partner, and that condescension is really
what do you
creating
think? We should adopt their draconian laws?
No, not at all. What I do think is that we should hold them responsible for their actions, because the government of Mexico is, without question, the right partner to build a wall or to enforce border security. There are a number of ways to do it, but they should be held responsible.
So you think the wall would work?
I think the wall, I think Rick Perry says, simply put, surveillance and troops, policemen along the border.
But there's got to be a penalty for coming over illegally. That's what I was trying to get to.
Yes. I mean,
Jorge goes, well, you shouldn't do it if you're not doing it illegally.
Jorge does not want any penalty. He doesn't want anyone, including felons.
Right.
For crossing the border.
That's shocking that he won't. Now, I want to tell everybody that we had to edit Jorge for time a little bit, but the whole interview, and I'm sure Lou will watch it again, is on BillO'Reilly.com. And I told Jorge that. I told him that we had to cut for time.
Jorge said that he has to take a stand in responding to your suggestion to become a commentator against racism and corruption.
Right.
Where was his stand with what is going on in Mexico? The country has lost almost 150,000 people to murders by cartels. The cartels are infiltrating the United States. We have MS-13 gangs across the country.
That's El Salvador. But look, I get your point.
It's El Salvador, but they're working for the cartels.
This is his passion. This is Jorge's passion, this illegal immigration.
Okay.
But what your passion, and you started at CNN, is covering this issue from your point of view.
That's one of the issues, absolutely.
So why did you take this issue and run with it?
Because the impact, and I started back in the early 2000s, focusing on this issue because the people of this country are being gamed. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce, the Business Roundtable, are spending $1.5 billion on this issue. There is no close second, no issue in the world that comes close to illegal immigration. And the impact on employment, on our minority community that has extraordinary unemployment levels. The fact
you believe with Andrea that illegal aliens take jobs from other people who would do them?
That happens to be a zero-sum game.
Well, Jorge would say no.
I don't care what Jorge says. Jorge would say, you know, we should open the borders and let semi-trucks roll. Oh, I'm sorry. Semi-trucks are rolling across our border.
All right. All right. I wanted to get both perspectives, and I think we succeeded in that tonight. Lou Dobbs, everybody.
I thought it was a great interview.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Lou. Factor tip today: is it possible for a conservative entertainer to win an Emmy? Is that possible? The tip, moments away.